You're back with another one. This time we got top 10 greatest new fantasy anime with an overpowered main character by Animology. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, like their video too, like my video, sub to their channel, sub to my channel. You know, all that stuff. Let's get into it.
Fantasy anime are getting chunked out constantly. As the anime landscape starts to grow, we're seeing more and more exciting new anime series coming out set in awesome new brilliant worlds. We can't wait to get stuck into them. Brilliant seeing you once more at Animeology. We've got a list of awesome new animes recently out and some still airing.
Ate that
Check
shit.
these out because we're just as excited
Yeah.
as you are.
Ate that shit. Go smash on that spider neck, break it up.
Number 10, The Honor Student at Magic High School. One of the greatest animes of all time is hands down The Irregular at Magic High School. An awesome world of magic and technology and the insanely charming and cool story of Tatsuya made for one of the most brilliant series we've ever seen. From the same studio creators and series comes the highly anticipated Honor Student at Magic High School. Based on a currently ongoing spin-off manga, this brilliant new series is set to bring some brilliant new story arcs to the anime world. This series brings the events of the original series through the eyes of the little sister, Miyuki Shiba. In the main series, Miyuki was glossed over in favor of the underdog Tatsuya. The honor student at Magic High School chooses to focus on one of the strongest magicians in the entire world, with a focus on freezing magic, even able to freeze consciousness. We cannot wait to get drawn back into this brilliant world and see the return of some of our favorite anime characters in a familiar setting, but with some fresh new story arcs and a brand new filter. This series is going to be amazing. Number 9, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Alright, that makes sense. It's kind of crazy how there's a fantasy tag, like most of the anime isn't fantasy. That should just be in the in the title, like, you know.
Dark fantasy, Jujutsu Kaisen is the sort of series that looks to innovate the genre in subtle but elegant ways. Following a high schooler Yuji as he joins a secret society of sorcerers. In a world of cursed energies that are the result of negative emotions flowing through the body most cannot control, and the flow of cursed energy floods into the universe and creates curses. Curses are a physical manifestation of this cursed energy and are gruesome monsters that are a threat to humanity. These jujutsu sorcerers have an ultimate control over this cursed energy that flows through their bodies and are able to harness it in order to perform very powerful and dangerous magic. Yuji, our young hero, is a morally sound man, a true hero that is cast into this murky world of dark magic and negative energy. Jujutsu Kaisen may be a world filled with magic and curses and supernatural entities, but remains very grounded when telling
Ew.
a heartfelt
Gross-ass
and
eye.
well-paced story that kept us fully engaged.
So you tell me he could
Number
fly
8,
too?
So I'm a spider. So what?
What am I looking at? The show is about a spider.
A series that looks to put the genre on its head, set in a distant world with an epic battle between heroes and demon lords. With a fight that was doomed to repeat itself forever until a powerful space-time shell launched off and hit a Japanese high school class, killing all the students.
That sounds more interesting than the spider.
Reincarnated in this mystical fantasy realm, with a group of high schoolers lucky enough to become noblemen and royalty. Unfortunately, Shirayori, our leading lady, was reborn as a spider monster in the weakest dungeon filled with horrible beasts. Armed with nothing but her unbelievable positivity, we follow her as she struggles to survive against insurmountable odds in an effort to escape the dungeon and hopefully return to being a normal person. Not that she is completely against the idea of being a spider monster. Number
Bro,
7,
I
The
was not
Seven
expecting
Deadly
that.
Sins, Dragon's Judgment.
Dragon's Judgment. Is this like a movie or is this just the name of the season?
A highly anticipated series in the world of the Seven Deadly Sins, this classic anime series is arguably the height of adventure fantasy anime, telling the story
supposed to be
of
the
a
new season.
band of knights and their fearless and overpowered leader, Meliodas. This latest entrant into the franchise is set to be just as brilliant. Set in the same universe as the Seven Deadly Sins, Dragon's Judgment is the fourth visit into this brilliant and well thought out universe. Highly anticipated across the anime community, Dragon's Judgment brings back familiar characters into a completely fresh and unique story arc. If the manga is anything to go off, this is set to be the greatest season of the entire series. We cannot wait to see how it pans out. With a brilliant team working with some exemplary source material, if you haven't experienced the Seven Deadly Sins series, this is the perfect opportunity to get involved.
Hopefully they don't shit the bed like last time.
Moonlit Fantasy.
Cause there was them screenshots that came out after it came out, bro. That was just crazy, crazy bad.
Hard fantasy and starting off as a self-published work, Tsukimichi has seen a strange journey since its creation.
Has anybody seen that Spider anime, bro? Cause is it good if you have?
And is one of the most exciting original series out there. The web novel origins of this series has allowed it to enter some heavy themes and controversial arcs that you don't usually see coming through the traditional manga publishing route. With a solid fan base that have fallen in love with it, we expect the upcoming anime series to push the boundaries of fantasy.
Why did she just...
She... A high schooler summoned into a fantasy world by the god Tsukiyomi to become a hero.
I thought she was
However,
gonna
our
be...
young MC is outcast by most of the world's inhabitants, including its resident goddess, and is forced to travel and make his own way in order to protect and defend this new world. A classic adventure type isekai that introduces a very interesting cast of characters and isn't afraid to deal with some extremely emotional themes. Web novels have already pushed their limits, and we're hoping that the anime adaptation of Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy does the same. Number 5. Suppose a kid from the last Dungeon Boonies moved to a starter
Bro,
town.
I hate these titles. Like, I swear. Stop telling me the plot in the title. Come up with something cool.
Another interesting spin on the adventure genre, although taking a more light-hearted and fantasy look at the...
To be honest, if your title is the plot, I most likely am not gonna watch, just because that's annoying and stupid. Like, there's so many that have the plot as the title. I'm a demon hunter. I'm a slime hunter. I hunt children. I kill wolves for a living. Those are the kind of titles I'm talking about. Like, bro, don't tell me your occupation, bro. Like, just have something cool, bro. Just be like Hunter Extreme, Slime Killer. You know, something that at least, you know, has something to do with the anime, but isn't just telling me the plot in the title.
Classic genre tropes, the world building and lore behind this highly anticipated series is further brought across through a cast of highly engaging characters that maintain some brilliant chemistry between themselves. In a world of beasts and kingdoms, our young hero Lloyd Belladonna lives in one of the most dangerous villages in the land. Kunlun is located just next to the infamous Last Dungeon, and it has constantly encountered and defeated extremely powerful enemies since childhood. Unfortunately, our MC considers himself the weakest in his village in terms of magic, strength, and intelligence. However, he dreams of serving his kingdom and moves to the main city in order to become a soldier. It's here that we realize just how insanely powerful Lloyd truly is.
These kind of titles,
MC,
I deadass just forget about. I'm not gonna lie. I already forgot what this one's called because it's just so generic, bro. It feels so generic. Like, my goodness.
The story behind this anime is certainly larger than life, with some brilliant additional characters.
Compare Jujutsu Kaisen versus I Hunt Demons, I Hunt Slimes. Which are you more likely to check out? Jujutsu Kaisen, right? That sounds cool. Shaman King, that's fine. That's a good title right there. See, So I'm talking about Shaman King, the guy who became a spider.
Now, some of you older anime
Shaman
fans
King.
out there probably haven't heard of the title Shaman King in a while. It's true, one of your favourite anime series has finally gotten a follow-up series. The new generation of anime fans are starting to realise just how
Got a
brilliant
big
Shaman
ass
King
head.
truly is. An extremely popular and highly rated manga and anime franchise,
abnormally
Shaman
large.
King follows Yo Asakura, a powerful shaman and medium that operates between the worlds of the living and the world of the dead. Yo is seeking to become the Shaman King, the one with the ability to contact the Great Spirit and thus reshape the world however they wish. In order to become the Shaman King, contestants need to face off and win the Shaman fight, a battle held once every 500 years between the most dangerous and highly skilled shamans around the planet. Shaman King takes us on an epic journey of Yo's training as hard as he can, travelling and building up a set of allies as he travels the distance of the world in order to learn more about what it takes to truly become the Shaman King. Number 3, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation.
See, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know what that's about. Jobless reincarnation. That sounds interesting. I might check that out.
A brilliant fantasy isekai that has a fun and interesting harem. Keeping us hooked from the very first episode, this series has been around for a while in a manga and light novel space. Now that it's finally an anime, we are as excited as ever. Telling the story
Oh,
of
it
a
looks good too.
34-year-old Japanese man that has done absolutely nothing with his life. Forced to leave home after his parents passed away, our MC is depressed and unhappy. Whilst attempting to save a group of teenagers in an effort to do something meaningful with his life, our hero is killed and transported to a magical world of swords and sorcery. Given a brilliant opportunity to relive his life, our hero does not waste a single moment striving to become successful and completely reinventing himself and his attitude. Soon becoming a highly skilled magician and fearless fighter, our hero sets out on an epic journey in order to save this new world that he now calls home. We slowly start to see that this magical realm degrades and gets destroyed as soon as it becomes apparent that his fate of the isekai world rests on the shoulders of our young, overpowered MC. Number 2.
That sounds actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I might check that out. That sounds pretty cool.
Based on a highly successful RPG game that has since spawned a highly successful and well-received manga, the latest addition to the Hortensia Saga universe is the highly anticipated anime series that was just as brilliant as many fans expected. A brilliant medieval-type series, Hortensia Saga is aimed towards a slightly older and more mature audience, but still looks to amaze viewers with some brilliant action scenes, as well as some awesome sense of fantasy and adventure. The drama does not get too heavy, but had us coming back for more. Set in the beautifully complex kingdom of Hortensia, a traditional peaceful kingdom that has erupted into violent rebellion and war under the sudden and unexpected arrival of horrific demons. The entire kingdom is thrown into a chaos and war. Hortensia Saga focuses on a group of young knights that look to help and assist where they can, whilst attempting to uncover the truth and try to save the world. And number 1, Kimono Jin.
Oh. I was about to say, you stupid. He's lost an arm for nothing.
We've seen in a long time, based on a highly successful and ongoing manga. Kimono Jin brings one of the most imaginative and freshest supernatural worlds to life, following a 13-year-old human-ghoul hybrid abandoned by his parents and borderline abused by his horrible aunt. Cabane has not had an easy life. We soon learn that our hero was probably abandoned due to an insane power he held within himself, and the search for Cabane's parents soon begins. An innocent and upfront MC willing to lay his life down and sacrifice himself for those around him. Literally immortal with the ability to regenerate as long as his head remains intact. Cabane does not hesitate to
broken.
put his body in danger. However, the most intriguing aspect of Kimono Jin is the mysterious backstory, revealed to the viewer in a calm and methodical fashion. we soon begin to learn more and more about the world
I'm
and
looking this
the
up. I
true
gotta see.
intentions of Cobain's parents. A brilliant watch that you absolutely cannot miss out on.
All right, yep, issue Funimation servers. Not looking this up at all right now. You know, that looks mad interesting. Jobless reincarnation looks mad interesting. Like I got two of them, Kimono Jin and Jobless reincarnation right there. Yeah, those two, I might check those out. I'm not checking out the spider stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Jujutsu Kaisen I still gotta watch. That's a guarantee. I'm gonna watch that. I'm not gonna lie. Only reason I don't want to watch Shaman King is because that nigga got a big ass head, bro. Like, why is his head so big? I'm definitely watch it eventually, but it's not priority. Definitely not priority. Kimono Jin is definitely underrated. It's number one on its list, and it's new, so give it time. Give it time. People gonna respect it. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.